This quarantine has left many of us bored and with nothing to do. This can lead to one of two outcomes. The first is keeping us motivated to stay productive, fit, and maintain a positive attitude throughout these trying times. And the second is to do other things. There's also a third option where we spend that time playing Animal Crossing or watching Netflix. In my case, I decided to go the second route and start a YouTube channel. Technically, I'm reviving it, but considering the stuff I used to make, I'll count this as an improvement. I never really intended to make this channel a thing again, but quarantine had me scrolling through the entire Netflix catalog, searching for things to watch. I heard somewhere that Netflix recently brought Avatar in, and I was excited because I've never seen it before, and was desperate to watch something new. Sadly, they didn't have it, so I had to settle with the Chinese version instead. To everyone's surprise, however, it was awesome. But I feel like my opinion on it being awesome is better than yours because my judgment isn't clouded by baby brain nostalgia. That's really it for the introduction. Let's talk about the show. Avatar's story is extremely simple, establishing a clear goal from the start: defeat the Fire Lord. And while this premise may seem simple and boring at first glance, it's actually perfect for what the show's trying to do. Because similar to all the shonen anime it took inspiration from, the end goal doesn't really matter. The journey to reach that end goal and how it affects the characters in the show is way more important. These characters, by the way, are the cream of the crop. They are all so interesting in their own ways. Some undergo huge shifts and changes in their personalities, some don't, and others are just different, you know? Yet they are all equally captivating and will demand your attention every second of the way. Without spoiling too much, there's this one scene where Team Avatar does this stupid plan anyone with more than 2 brain cells won't fall for, but based on everything else we've seen before, we were expecting the villains to just go, "Yeah, I, Dr. Stink, with my supreme intelligence, shall not be outsmarted by you heroes. And because of that, I will be outsmarted by you heroes." Azula, the villain at the time, just didn't fall for their stupid plan, and that establishes her as a genuine threat. The story, however, like many, has some road bumps I feel need to be acknowledged. I mean, look at this. What? No, it isn't. The first season in particular was riddled with awkward pacing, inconsistencies, and anytime they needed to deliver a message to children, they made it very clear. Such as with Katara, where sometimes it is burned into our heads that she is a strong female character, then the next, she's a damsel in distress. But luckily, the more the story goes on, the better it gets, and we get to see Katara's character explored properly, understanding the inner turmoil she's experiencing and establishing her as a strong female character more subtly, and making the viewers use their brains to understand that she's the best. This is thankfully the same for the entire show, getting better and better with each season, maturing along with the audience. Avatar has no episode where it suddenly gets interesting and you become hooked. You just have to keep watching, and eventually you'll find yourself at 4 in the morning still saying, "One more episode before sleep." Avatar's soundtrack is okay. I feel like most people hype it up more than it deserves due to nostalgia. There's really only 3 memorable tracks from the show, that being the intro / something about to go down anthem, the Avatar's Love, and the awesome Agni Kai theme. I won't really find myself listening to any of the tracks outside of the show, however. except for maybe the Agni Kai theme. This show aired in 2003 and ended in 2008, and it shows the animation did not age well. It's very clunky and stiff, and are they still using oil painted backgrounds, all 1960s Tom and Jerry Cuphead style? And don't get me started on that aspect ratio. But like everything else in the series, ooh, does it get better. I mean, look at this compared to this. Oh, that is smooth! Avatar: The Last Airbender is an amazing show that can truly be watched by everyone of any age. I can't speak from a place of experience, but I feel like the older you get, the better the show gets, as you are able to pick up on the little subtleties and nuances in the show that you wouldn't have been able to as a kid. The more the show goes on, you will find yourself developing feelings for the world and characters of Avatar, as when both become more and more fleshed out, the gravity of the situation and how the characters themselves are feeling become very clear, and the connection between you and them starts to develop. Later on, the show drops the whole "badum wow wow" humor in season 1 for smarter jokes and more serious moments. All of these things, accompanied by the solid soundtrack and ever-improving animation, makes for an incredible experience. Stick around with Avatar. You won't regret it. Hey guys, this part of the video isn't scripted. It took 62 takes. That is not a joke. It took 62 takes to make this thing work. Please support me if you want more stuff. Yeah, subscribe if you want more stuff.